Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Prophet Isa was among the prophets and messengers of Allah. Unlike other humans, Prophet Isa was born without a father, and his mother was a pure and righteous woman. Thus, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants something to happen, then it will happen. How is it different from the Prophet Adam alayhi salam? Adam, Allah created without a father and mother. Eve was born without the intervention of a woman, and Isa was only from a mother. Mariam was a righteous woman who guarded herself and her honor. News of the birth of Prophet Isa spread slowly. One by one, people knew that Mariam, who had no husband, gave birth to a boy. When she was about to give birth to her son, Mariam was alone at the eastern end of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. In the Quran, Surah Mariam, verse 22 explains, "So Mariam conceived, and she withdrew with her child to a distant place." Friends of the old man, we hope that you will watch this video until the end so that there will be no misunderstandings. And if you want to comment, please do. So the Prophet Isa was born in that place. Mariam was secluded and alone. She was afraid that slander would spread about her in the community. Of course, they would ask her where she got the child from. "Where is your husband? Is it from adultery? Who is the father?" And other accusations. She was afraid of all the gossip. This was very hard for her. A woman cannot bear to have her honor dishonored. Mariam was a Shidduchah woman, a worshipper. She devoted herself to a holy place in a noble and holy land. Mentioned, her family also asked about her son, about Isa bin Mariam. They asked, "Can a plant grow without a seed?" "It can." "Who was the first to create plants?" Mariam replied, rhetorically. They asked again, "Can trees grow without water?" "Yes." "Who created the first tree?" Mariam replied. They asked again, for the third time, "Can a child be born without a father?" Mariam replied, "Yes. Indeed, Allah created Adam without a father and mother." They were silent. Mariam's family were the ones who loved and knew her. They still questioned. A feeling arose in their hearts. Then, what about the people who are far away, the wicked? What will they say? People in this state of Prophet Isa are divided into three. First, the Jews. They accused him of being an adulterer, because according to them, Mariam had fornicated with Yusuf an-Najjar. Second, the Christians. They regarded Jesus as the Son of God, and glory be to Allah from such. Third, the Muslims. They honor Prophet Jesus as a prophet and messenger, but they do not exaggerate with him, believing him to be a servant of Allah. Mariam went to Bethlehem. When she got there, she said, "This speech is written in the Quran, Surah Mariam, verse 23. Alas, it would have been better for me to have died before this, and I would have been a meaningless thing, again forgotten." She wished she could die because of the severity of the situation. Then Allah, the Almighty, comforted Mariam, as mentioned in Quran Surahs 24 through 26, which means, He said to her from a low place, "Do not grieve, for your Lord has made rivers beneath you, and shake the base of the date palm towards you, and it will yield ripe dates to you." The commentators differ on who called Mariam in this verse. Said bin Jubair, Ad-Dahak, Amr bin Maimun, and others stated that it was Jibril. Mujahid al-Hassan stated that the Prophet Jesus spoke to Mariam. He comforted her, "O mother, do not grieve." The child pointed out that his birth was a miracle and a gift from Allah, the Almighty. Mariam calmed down. After feeling calm, Mariam went home and met her people. They said, "So Mariam brought the child to her people carrying him." Her people said, "O Mariam, you have done something very wrong. O sister of Aaron, your father was not a wicked man, and your mother was not an adulteress." Quran Surah Mariam, verses 27 to 28. Unlike her family who questioned her, the wicked immediately accused Mariam. They reviled Mariam as having done something very bad, namely adultery. They brought up her good parents so that Mariam would be even more ashamed. they accused the prophet Zachariah of adultery. Without a trial, they judged Zachariah by killing him. Some of them also accused Yusuf an-Najjar, Mariam's cousin, of being the father of Isa. Mariam knew her son could speak and testify for them. She said, so Mariam pointed to her son. They said, "How shall we speak to a child still in the cradle?" Quran Surah, Mariam verse 29. Isa gave his answer and testimony, refuting the vile accusations hurled at his mother. Isa said, "Verily, I am the servant of Allah. He gave me the book, Injil, and he made me a prophet." Quran Surah Mariam, verse 30. The first sentence of Isa's speech confirms that he is a servant of Allah, not the Son of God. It also refutes the accusations of his people against his mother. He refuted those who said he was the son of Allah or the son of adultery. And he made me a blessed man wherever I am, and he commanded me to pray and pay alms as long as I live, and to be dutiful to my mother, and he did not make me a proud man or a wretch. And may prosperity be upon me, on the day I am born, and on the day I die, and on the day I am raised to life. Quran Surah Mariam, verses 31 to 33. That is Isa, son of Mariam, who speaks the truth, about which they dispute. It is not befitting for Allah to have a son, glory be to him. When he has decreed something, he only says to it, "Let there be," and there was. Quran Surah Mariam, verses 34 to 36. Thus friends channel the old man advice that we can convey, more or less apologize. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.